Oh boy, it's my favourite time of the game.
Yep. Go straight for the bonfire, always. No, go. There you go.
Which door is the
To
bonfire? You're like that confused man that can't tell which one's the men's and the women's room.
Well, if they just make the signs in English. I mean, jeez.
And here we have a special guest.
Special guest number 2.
Well, we've seen it before.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
Please tell me you hear the other dialogue.
Of course.
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Now I want Dark Souls, the dating game.
I'm pretty sure it exists somewhere. I thought that dialogue was only actually supposed to play for women.
That's what I thought too, because my first character was female. And then I came back here as a guy. It's like, oh, same dialogue.
I'm Knight Solaire, I don't care, I go both ways. I'll make out with all the dudes.
He's just a great guy, that Solaire. He loves everyone.
He's the closest
everyone who will fight with him, at least.
Honestly, he's the closest thing you get to a friend in the entire game.
Well, the Pyromancer's pretty friendly, too.
He's pretty friendly, but he doesn't really, he doesn't embark on adventures with you. He doesn't know your pain.
That's true. What about Sigmar?
Sigmar of Katarina, I mean, he sort of does. He doesn't really participate, though. He sort of chills out and waits for you to do stuff. He's very jolly and he's nice, but Solaire has been there with you through thick and thin. He is your comrade in arms. I mean, Sigmar, I love Sigmar. There'll always be a special place in my heart for him. But Solaire has always got everybody beat. Bitches can't beat Solaire.
By the way, you cannot light this fireplace. I've tried.
Wait,
there are no red jewels to find.
Wait, what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Agent.
This fireplace.
What about? Like red jewels, fire, what?
Resident Evil 2?
Oh! God, seriously? Hey, Badger,
you know I'm all about survival horror when the first thing I think of when I see a fireplace is that.
Yeah, I think I would have gotten it if you started talking about crests and emblems and maybe a lighter. But I'm not sure. The jewels were kind of subtle.
It's kind of generic. That's true.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh, that was a good counterattack.
Beautiful. I remember the. I'm surprised you aren't getting invaded. To be fair. I mean, oh no, you're not human.
Because I'm a pansy.
Agent. What are you doing?
Oh, I wanted to make a note here to let people know that this was a dead end, just in case they got confused.
I can't, I don't know if I hate you more for doing it, or if I hate myself for actually sort of laughing in the back of my throat.
The fact that no one can hear.
No, dude,
no one can know you laughed at that.
I hope they didn't hear that, because I think my respect would go down about 20 points. I mean, I really appreciated the one for, with Sif and your, like, tears with the river running past.
Yes, I love the River of Tears.
But...
especially because of how hard Sif was the first time.
I mean, it's not even how hard it is. I think the tears more represent the sadness after you realise what you've done.
I guess there's that too, but Sif really kicked my ass the first time through.
I don't know, I had an easy time with him, but then again, I've always been pretty lucky with my games.
I think I was, like 20 levels below where people normally are, but I just kept pushing my face against the wall, trying and trying and trying.
I thought you were going to say pushing my face against the furry, and just facing you're in a furry with Sif.
No, we're not talking about this.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's time for Dragon Tooth.
Dragon Tooth furry.
No.
I roleplay a Dragon Tooth.
I roleplay a rock.
I want to know why Havel's armor is down here, actually.
There's actually an interesting story behind that I can't remember.
Great. Way to go, Agent. Why are you... what? Are you just doing this for demonstration purposes? Just for how heavy this bloody thing is?
I've never worn the full set of armor before.
So you just decided to put it on now?
Sure, why not? Hell yeah.
You move at the
I
speed
really
of
should make a
sound.
character built around this.
Do you really
Havel
want to?
2.0.
It's not even Havel 2.0, unless you can upgrade his armor, which I'm pretty sure you can't.
Well, considering I can't even lift his shield right now.
And you can't... No, not even his... Everything about this is horrible. Why would you do this?
Because it's funny.
Seriously, if you were an actual person in this suit of armor, I'm pretty sure your neck would be sideways.
I'd just, like, get crushed under the weight of trying to wear it.
It'd be like all the bones in your body suddenly just turn to dust as you fall over.
Then the armor takes over.
And then you truly become Havel. That's what Havel is, we've discovered the mystery!
He's like Santa Claus.
Wait, what? Were you saying... Are you referencing that one movie?
Yes.
Which one was that?
I don't know, it just had Tim Allen in it.
I know, but he puts, like, you know, becomes Santa Claus because he's got the uniform on. Oh, man. What was that called?
I really have no idea.
I remember watching that when I was in school, like, because, like, on, like, a Christmas day, like, Christmas sort of special thing. And just, like, when I was really, really young. And now I just want to watch... I don't think I'd want to watch it again, actually. I'm sure it's terrible. I mean, I wouldn't say I love Tim Allen, but... He's
Honestly,
alright.
I can't stand him.
Really?
But... Except in Tool Time.
Tool Time. Oh, man. I can't get away. Every time I say I want more power, everybody's got to remember that. I mean,
you need the power within.
speaking of old 90s shows, I felt really old because nobody knew what Cow and Chicken was the other day.
How can... But it's Cow and Chicken.
Cow and Chicken and Iron Weasel, nobody got what I was talking about. And
It's
also...
the most important show of its time.
It
especially
was,
with the
definitely.
Red Devil butt.
The Red Devil. What was his name anyway? Was he just like Big Red Guy?
I don't know that he had a name.
And also that dragon head, is that an actual enemy? Because I never noticed.
No, I think it's just showing off that the residents of Anor Londo were indeed the Dragon Slayers.
Must be what
They've
the
got
spears
all the
about.
heads mounted on the wall.
See, I never really got it. Like, the whole thing about spears being the great Dragon Slayer weapon, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I understand the purpose for puncturing the scales of a dragon, but it just never really seemed that of a good
Gwyn did
idea.
use his lightning spear.
Say again?
Gwyn's lightning spear, his magic attack.
I've never used that spear.
Oh, that's what he used to peel away the dragon's scales to make them vulnerable. It was all in
Wait.
the opening cinematic.
Oh, is that so? Did he do that to Seath the Scaleless then, or was he born that way?
Seath was born that way.
Okay, fair enough. I kind of want to see a comic where he starts using that magic spell on him, and they're just like, ah. What are the gold coins used for again?
You can trade them to Framp for souls. Other than that, I don't think they have a purpose.
Okay.
It's just kind of a little fluff item you can pick up.
2 mimics in one room. 2 mimics, one soldier.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
Why not?
You know
Because it's
why.
the best mental image.
Oh wow, I just remembered something. I
What?
really have to show off using a Lloyd's talisman on the Mimic instead of just killing it.
Oh yeah, do you want me to say what it does, or do you want me to keep that a secret for now?
Well, if I've already mentioned it, then yeah, you can go ahead and
I mean,
divulge.
we haven't talked about it, so I mean, Lloyd's talismans are, you know, have you explained what they do?
Yeah, they prevent Estus recovery and they're used for hunting undead.
See, that's what I don't get about it. Like, how are you ever supposed to understand what the Lloyd's talisman actually does to a mimic?
Trial and
Reasons.
error? Magic?
Because, I mean, for those that, I mean, I may as well just say it now while we're dancing around the issue. It's just when you use a Lloyd's talisman on a mimic, it actually resets them back to their default state for whatever reason. Why? Don't know.
Well, no, it makes them go all drunken and kind of open up and you can grab the item from within their mouth.
Really?
Yes.
I swear to God, they said that it resets them.
Maybe if you do it when they're active. But
Maybe.
if you do it when they're still in disguise,
Oh.
they'll just kind of get all drunk and open up for you.
Okay, I get you.
That's dirty. Wow.
Well, what's dirty? They're just classily dressed ladies. Classily dressed man.
I
That
really
man
like
has-
his hat.
Why do you notice his hat first? I have got this beautiful golden regalia. Notice my hat.
Oops. Oh man, my foot slipped.
Expensive
That was a really
pass,
nice
who
dresser
cares?
too.
Okay, suddenly you've got a vendetta against furniture. What is your deal?
I don't know, I just walked into this room and suddenly everything was destroyed. I have no idea who did it. Just a complete mess. That's all I can say.
Was it your evil twin, RJ? RJ agent?
I actually used to work for a guy whose initials were RJ. It was really weird.
What, did you actually think about how he was potentially your evil twin?
Yes. I think there's something around the corner.
You think? Maybe, I don't know what really gives you that hint. Maybe it's the giant, maybe he was having a shave. I would love to see a Silver Knight, Silver Knight holding like a giant Gillette razor. Man, that was a close shave, wasn't it?
Oh. By the way, don't block a shield dash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't think of a good joke, I'm sorry. I mean, I felt like there was a joke in there somewhere about being bashed to death with a shield, but then I was like, oh yeah, death isn't funny to most people.
Most people?
Most people. I'm pretty sure Hitler found it hilarious.
Well, Hitler was, quite the man, we'll just say that.
Quite the man. Come on, no, seriously. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm resorting to Hitler jokes now. I'm 14. So, what are you actually doing here? Like, you're spending an awful lot of time in this room.
Oh, I was just showing off the Silver Knight straight sword.
Oh yeah, you picked that up, didn't you? It's not that great, to be fair.
I've heard it's a pretty good weapon. I've never used it myself.
It's alright, but I've never seen anybody use it.
It's like a super fancy broadsword.
Oh boy. Made of silver. Great.
Mm-hmm. Or, no, what I think when I was actually doing commentary for this episode, that's the reason we're doing this co-op post-commentary, is because my Audacity crashed when I tried to save the file. But I was talking about how the Silver Knight weapons are just like, they're like Black Knight weapons, but slightly lower tier.
Yeah, I can
Still
see
pretty
that.
good.
I mean, the armor is fantastic, especially right up until before you get Ornstein's armor. It's,
Well, even afterwards, it's the only armor in the game with a cape.
Really?
Really. You can't say you don't love the cape.
I was kind of thought about the cape when I first took it off. It's just... I don't even understand why. It's not even a proper cape, though. It's sort of like... It's an ass flap.
It's
sort of
ass flap.
Well, that's the thing. It only goes down to, like, just past your buttocks. Real capes flatter in the wind and have torn edges. And also drape over your shoulders. Seriously, I'm a master of capes. Don't let me tell you about capes, bro.
Alright, we won't talk about capes then.
We better not.
Let's talk about ass flaps.
Ass flaps and capes and ass flaps.
I mean, yeah, if your butt gets cold, then you'll want your ass flap.
And so I just imagine like a Silver Knight in one of those onesie pajamas.
Yep.
Just chilling out.
Silver pajamas.
With some hot cocoa on a couch. Man, that guy that invaded us earlier, he was kind of an asshole. Yeah, I know, Fred. And it's just like taking a slip. Even though there's nothing inside their suit of armor. Or is there? Like, is it only Black Knights that have nothing inside their suit of armor, or is it Silver Knights too?
I believe if you read the description, they are actually knights in armor. Yeah. That attack will teach you never to parry too early. A lesson I still haven't learned.
It's always a good time to parry. Every
Parry
single
before they even attack. You'll catch them off guard.
Maybe they'll freak out because you're parrying so much they won't know when to attack. Man, I would hate it if I got riposted right now.
It's just a wall of parries.
And then just like sweat forms on the outside of the
Check
helmets.
this out. Fancy footwork here. Tried to catch him off guard.
Instead got a spear straight through your chest.
Well, yeah. These guys always have their shield up.
But it's kind of unfortunate because they are going for the whole spear and shield.
Yeah. Silver Knights kill me quite often.
See, you know what? I actually remember, because of our whole expedition when we first came to Anor Londo together, I remember getting really good at killing these guys, because simply of the fact that it took us forever to summon each other.
So you just kind of wandered around killing them and collecting souls?
Well, I may as well have, to get their equipment.
Yeah?
I mean, it was kind of sweet, because at the time I was sporting the Dark Knight, was it the Greats? Not the Great Sword, but the sword, the regular sword. I keep forgetting there's two variants, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if I had a black and a silver one? We're getting yin yang on this.
Oh, and then you could combine the black and silver armor,
and then
see magical.
I kind of want to see somebody like trying to sport both the black and the white armor. Could they actually make it work in terms of a fashion statement? I want to see this.
You know what? I'm going to build a character specifically around that now.
Well, I mean,
as well as a Havel.
You're going to get, like, I mean, later on, you're going to find the Silver Knights armor pretty soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
I should have found it a moment ago, but then I died.
But, I mean, don't you find the Black Knight's armor just, like, hanging around somewhere?
Yes, you find it right at the end of the game.
So, yeah, once you get to the end, maybe you'll be able to do it with this character, you never know. Like, just for shits and giggles. Like, it'll be your superhero outfit.
It means I'll have to use the Silver Knight armor for the cape.
Great. It's kind of
Hero has to have a cape.
I'm surprised the Dark Knights don't have capes either. Because the Black Knights
will just catch on fire if you're fighting a dragon.
A good point, yeah. But the Black Knights give a shit? Really?
Maybe
then again, maybe
it
burned off.
Already.
Yeah, that's what I was
for some reason, like, people have mentioned this, I'm having ridiculously lucky drops when I'm recording these videos. Because just in going through this area normally, I have the Silver Knight sword and the Silver Knight spear, and I believe I even get the shield at one point.
That's pretty impressive, yeah, definitely. I mean, I would call you lucky, but I have no room to talk, because were you watching during my Dark Souls stream last time?
When was the last time you streamed Dark Souls?
It was a long time ago. Like, I was playing with Sven, one of my mates, and it basically, like, you know how during my actual playthrough of Dark Souls, I actually got given, during an invasion, like, the whole set of, like, the Armor of Favor or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then
you
now
ended up being a Golden Knight for most of the game.
Yeah, most of the game, and with the Black Knight's halberd. And basically, after that, now that I've lost my character, I started up a new one, got invaded, guess what happens?
I don't know, I can't guess.
Come on. Like, basically, I get invaded, I give them a really good fight, I fight them for ages. And basically, what they drop me, what's the name of the Abyss Walker's counterpart, the lady?
Oh, the Lord Blade?
Yeah, the Lord Blade. I got all of their armor, and I've got their blades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I haven't even...
You just make friends with everyone. How do you do that?
I don't know. Like, literally, I've been playing video games like Trouble in Terrorist Town, and I've been playing The Hidden. I can't leave a server without 7 friend requests.
You're just a cool guy. That's all there is to it.
I wouldn't say cool, but I just have lucky friend drops.
There you go. I get items, you get friends.
Wow.
We'll give you items.
You sound like you kind of got shit luck on that deal. I mean, I don't know. Age.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, this room is kind of... I'll let you off for that one. I mean, I did have trouble with this guy at first.
The hitbox on that attack is really strange.
It is a little bit, and especially the amount of fatigue that it knocks off. If you even get scraped by it, it's kind of unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I'm assuming what you're focusing on in your stats is mostly strength and dexterity if you're going for, like, a weapon build, like a weapon masters. So not
and, vitality and endurance when I need it.
Yeah, I know, but obviously it's not the main focus, so you're not really seeing too much of a perk in that area. Are you, like, what, level 70 at the moment, or 60?
I think I'm around level 40 or 50?
40, 50, so that sounds about right. I was thinking 70, because I was, like, straight after Anor Londo in a couple of areas, I went straight to the DLC. Which, yeah, I still...
Oh, the DLC.
Yeah. Because somebody tricked me into going there and didn't tell me that there was a boss right around the corner. I got
First
so
thing you do
mad.
when you go in, fight a boss.
Yeah. That really, cause it was 3 in the morning and I was really not in the mood for fighting a boss, and I sort of wanted to go to bed. I just wanted to see what the DLC area was like.
Oh yes, I remember that stream.
I was really mad.
Like, god damn it, I just wanted to relax.
But no, instead I got a
my
chimera with the lightning. Like, what was that boss even?
Chimera with lightning.
Chimera with lightning, that was his name.
Pretty much describes it perfectly. Well, it was the Guardian, right?
Yeah, the Guardian.
Did you get the Guardian's tail?
No.
It's the best whip in the game, which isn't saying much.
I mean, what is the tail even? I don't even know what it is.
It's a whip.
Oh, okay.
It's like a scorpion tail.
Who uses whips unironically?
Well, I mean, I have a Richter Belmont character who uses whips.
Yeah, I remember seeing you play that character, but wait, are you on it? Agent? Agent, what are you doing?
I got sick of trying to fight him.
You're a disgrace.
Especially because I still haven't explored the other side of the upstairs here.
I guess, but... Titanite slabs, man! Or is it Demon Titanite they drop?
Yeah, Demon Titanite.
Whoops. Agent, what is... like,
no.
when did you record this? Were you drunk?
I think I was really tired. At this point I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fight the boss now because my brain is not here.
Oh, okay, so you're not going to fight Ornstein and Smile this video?
Not this video. It'll be the first thing I do in the next video.
So for the next half an hour is you getting stabbed a lot and running around in circles?
Well, way to spoil it. Jeez.
What, half an hour? Come on, no, seriously. That's fun that can be found because we're going to meet one of our old friends soon.
Ah, yes, our good old friend.
We've talked about him some. If you know, 10 bonus points if you know who we're talking about. You have a point system,
He's
right?
a very,
He's
how do I
jovial.
say this? He's
Jovial.
classy.
Yeah. Classy is...
Oh, I was thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Oh.
We're also going to meet the jovial one.
Is there really anybody else in Anor Londo to talk to?
Not to talk to, but someone you meet who you've met before.
I don't... I'll have to wait and see, because I don't really remember who you're talking about.
Don't worry, you'll see. Fishing for backstabs. Like
You
any
don't-
good Dark Souls player.
Fishing for backstabs with absolutely no poise. Amazing.
I have poise. That's why I'm wearing this hat.
Is that really... I was wondering what the deal with the hat was. I mean, you're
Also
wearing
because
like...
it looks awesome.
Ha! Look who it is.
How did he get in that window?
Is that really how he came in?
That's the only thing I can assume, considering the window's open.
Whatever can be done.
What can be done?
Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Ah, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together.
Together, like bros.
See, I wish there wasn't such limitations of the engine.
What are you referring to exactly?
Like, because while he's making these, like, such fatherly gestures, I kind of imagine, like, giving you that really hard pat on the shoulder, and he's, like, slowly coiling his arm around you to try and comfort you. See, that's just...
Oh, that would be amazing.
See, that's the kind of guy I imagine him to be. He's a very fatherly sort of character, and that's pretty... Well, I mean, I can't really say.
No, I think that's accurate.
You know, no, he is very fatherly, definitely. It's just that I didn't want to talk about more of his backstory before we really get into it, you know?
That's fair.
Because he hasn't really talked much about himself yet. I mean, he goes to Blighttown after this, doesn't he?
Yeah, you meet him at Firelink and he's like, I'll be going down below soon.
He doesn't really talk much about himself, which is unfortunate. I mean, his name is Sigmire of Katarina, right? And Katarina is like a family, or is it like a royal, like... What is
It's a region, like where the Balder come from. Do they come from Balder? I don't even remember. It's like another continent of the world, like Lordran.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
2 Silver Knights at once. Good times.
Invincibility frames go!
Yes. Sometimes it's the only way.
Don't you hate when that happens in real life? When
Invincibility frames? Oh yeah.
When you're stabbing somebody in the chest and somebody just walks straight through you. How rude.
How did you not see me there? I was stabbing someone in the chest.
Come on, seriously.
Sure, it happens every day, but it's still noticeable.
Double kill. Beautiful. The beds are very comfy in this game.
Looks like it.
Oh, who's that on the wall? Is that one of the knights outside of the one of the well, sort of like the throne keepers sort of thing.
Yeah, one of the giants.
Because it's kind of surprising to see like a new iteration. Because in most video games, you would see them like 3 chapters from now for an upgrade, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, not just at the end of the same area.
Yeah, basically. I suppose that's what keeps it a little bit more consistent with the theme, if you know what I'm saying. You're not really seeing rehashes outside of other areas.
Everything has its place.
Friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm saved.
I like how the horns of my helmet are kind of outlining his head here.
I actually just noticed that.
Take this.
No, I just imagine you headbutting him and your horns getting stuck around his helmet, and you're like, this is
Well, I
awkward.
mean, that armor is perfectly designed for parrying.
Gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Oh, I think you hurt his feelings.
A little bit.
Warned. Next